Hey everyone, this is Karen Scott, God's child, and today's message is answering the call. Answering the call. Your call to do what your godly mission is, and how I actually started putting that in physical motion. Thursday, I went to the pulmonary doctor. Like I've had asthma, as they diagnosed me with. From 2019, I was hospitalized. I was out of work for a month. And since that, I've had respiratory issues. Like they've just been coming back to back, right? So I go to my pulmonary doctor, and we go through all the basic rhetoric. And then now she gets to the point where you know what she asked me, right? It starts with a V, it ends in an E. Now, when she asked me this question, my first response was like, I'm about to curse this lady out. But now I don't see her as my doctor. Now I see her as this lady, right? But a spirit came over me and was like, no, don't do that. Because if you curse her out, it's going to lead to a certain situation. And that situation, that outcome might not be what you want to be. But give her a response of the love and light that you have in you and the knowledge. So I said, Doc, no, I don't think so. That's against my religion. So the next question she asked me, right? What is your religion? Which that wasn't even a question she was supposed to ask me. I said, my religion is the Bible. She said, the Bible? I said, yes, the Bible. I said, well, I know I've read several different Bibles, and I've gotten knowledge of certain things, but the Bible says it is the mark of the beast. When I said that, now this lady sitting with her mask here, all I saw was her eyes roll like like in The Exorcist. I'm like, oh shit. Right? But immediately of her 3-4 seconds of her eye rolling, and she came back, she was like, okay, Miss Scott, no problem. We're past that. So we're gonna make some more tests for you, because you need more testing, pulmonary testing. We need to take some more breathing assessment tests. Okay, no problem. I get my stuff. Boom, I get on the elevator, and what I saw, how I saw her eyes roll when I made that statement, like that was inside of me. So like I said, when I got outside, I said, okay, what do you want me to do? God said, walk. So I walked. I got in front of the Met, and being that I was filled with that energy, I was like, no, boop, I'm going to go live. I'm going to speak, I'm going to try to encourage people through my journeys, through my life, and give me a message each day, God, to what I should address, right? So today is answer the call, right? So that day I answered his call. Maybe that's what he wants me to do. Maybe he wants me to get out here in my natural, raw, naked self and just talk to people. Because I know I was out there suffering, and someone came along and shined the light, and I picked up the light, and I put those new tools with the old tools, So I did that. I said what I consent to, what I don't consent to. I asked for a new outfit. And I did all of that on the Met. And we all know the Met Gala, that whole shindig that they do. And anybody that know me from the root, that know work with me, one thing y'all know I have a piece of knowledge of religion and certain religions, right? Right? So the Met, yes, it's satanic. All that Met Gala is a satanic ritual. So God is a funny God, right? I guess I had to experience that with the doctor to be just so choked up. Like, this lady trying to make me take the V? Oh, hell no. And I did it right there. I consented to what I consent to. I told you what I didn't consent to. And right there on those steps, I asked God to give me a new outfit, whole new armor, right? And then on the second day, he came to me, righteousness and mercy. And like I said, I've always had righteousness in me. I've always fought for the underdog. I always fought what was for morally right. But I didn't have mercy in me because it was like mercy for the evil, for the bad, for the wrong. Here. But me not having mercy, I beat myself up a lot of times because sometimes the message that I was trying to relay or the fight I was fighting for, it got so misconstrued because you can't teach no one by intimidation, especially people who are already intimidated. You just can't do it. You can't. They're never going to see your message. They're going to feel you crazy, you a problem starter, right? So now I say I have to walk my life with mercy. My armor has to be built with righteousness and mercy. Not everybody's armor is going to be built the same because everyone plays a different position in this army, in God's army. Just like chess, there's different pieces on the board, but they all together for one cause, to save the queen. Just like in the military, different departments, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, all departments, but they together for one cause, and their cause is to keep their country safe, foreign or domestic. Now, foreign is something that we always look at like, oh God, but domestic is something hard because domestic is usually the people and the things that you think are for you are really not for you. And me, myself, I know I'm for me. I know I got my back, but sometimes I beat my own self up. You get me? I was beating my own self up. So, we move on from day 1 to day 2. Day 1 is emerging from the matrix, and I'm asking people to take this journey with me. God called me, but I call God first because every day I get up, I use a tool. God, do with me what is in your will. Show me to my godly mission. Right? So he's telling me, get out, talk, just talk. You love to talk, talk. You might touch somebody, right? Okay. So yesterday I was off. I took a break. But today I woke up with being called. The call, being called. Are you going to answer the call? Because look, have you ever called somebody over and over again and they ain't answer the phone, especially when they called you first, and then they ain't answer the phone? You'll be like, the nerve of them, right? So if I called on God and asked God to show me his mission for me, and he calls me back, and this is what he tells me to do, but he had to put that little situation in front of me for me to really just be like, oh no, right? So that's what I did. I'm answering God's call to inspire anyone out there that may be going through any type of darkness, fear, of whatever. If God is calling you, answer the call. There's some people who've never answered the phone. There's some people who've answered the phone, got the mission, and got sidetracked, like me. Because there was other pieces to this armor I needed. And I really had to let go of the old armor, even though the old armor still had a little piece of God in it. But you can't heal in the same place you got sick. So I needed a whole new armor because God is really calling me for something, right? So now I'm putting on his armor. I'm asking for a new outfit, and I'm answering to the call. Like I said, there's some who never answered the call. You get me? But even if you do answer the call, just try to each ask him every day, what is your mission? And don't be afraid because you're not alone. We're not alone because like I said, my real darkness came when my mother died in 2015. And 14 months before that, I buried my stepdad. And it's like something went in and just grabbed everything that was in me, grabbed it and took it away. Right? But that little piece of God was still in me. God sent people. People gave me tools, new tools, to put in the toolkit with the old tools, blend them together, and follow my mission. Right? Because all my life, I've always felt different. Always felt different. Like, I always felt like the lonely lion. But I am different. I am different. I'm not a sheep. Sheep flock together. I'm not a sheep. And And me answering the call, he said to me today, you are different. You are a different kind of being. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Spiritual being having a human experience. So what is a human experience? A human experience comes with joy, laughter, victory, but it damn sure enough comes with oppression, depression, comes with all that, right? Comes with all that. So I had to embrace the darkness and be so done, just done, that I had to call out to God to ask him to build me a whole new armor. And that new armor is being the being that I really am, a spiritual being that's having a human experience. And me being a spiritual being, I am of love, I am of light, I am of understanding. Yeah, there's a fight in me, but where's my fight going to be? What is my fight going to be for? And in this whole battle with good versus evil, my fight is these kids. These kids are being pedophiled on, sex trafficked, exploited. The kids are our existence. If we wipe away the kids, we would never show that we ever existed, right? So I'm answering his call because I did call him first. And when he called me back, I picked up the phone. And I just want people to know that don't feel that whatever your light is, that it's too small to offer it to humanity. Because when you answer God's call and you remove that ego and you ask him for a new outfit, he's going to guide you. He's going to give you the strength. He's going to take away the fear. Because I'm going to tell you, my ego was my own number one problem. Even with all the tools, my ego. Because my first thing is, you say something to me incorrect, I'm going to attack it. But no, that's just the devil keeping you stuck in that fight. So you don't pay attention to your true mission. So I come on here and I'm going to talk freely. I'm going to talk the natural me. Because, yeah, I go out to the world like a lion. But when I go home, sometimes I'm that little fish in the fishbowl. So I'm going to be the natural, authentic, spiritually me, which is to give people love, light, and support and let them know that you're not alone. God is there. No faith in vain. Don't have faith in vain. You can't call them and don't answer either, because you don't like if you call somebody and they ain't answer you, right? So this is what I'm going to do. He gave me a challenge. My challenge is to go out here and just give whatever download he gives me for the day. Will it be tomorrow? No, I may not be on here tomorrow, but I'm going to go when he tells me. And he gave me a test, a 30-day test, to come on here at least 30 times and try to let people know what I've been through. I've been through a journey. Like anybody that knows me, I've been through a journey, but I've always had that little piece of God still left in me. And I'm grateful, that God sent somebody into my life to help me spark the light that's back in me, because I am a spiritual being, which is the natural me, having a human experience. And this human experience, it ain't always glory. But the darkness leads you to be who you naturally are. So I'm just telling people out there, answer the call. Answer the call, because we are all called. We are all God's children. Everybody's armor will be different, because everybody plays a different role in this army, God's army. And you gotta have at least a mustard seed of faith, right? So answer the call.